Okay, so today we're going to learn how to solve these matrices with our calculator, so that if we have a 3 by 3 problem like this, we don't have to take the time and tediously solve this all by hand. We can do this very quickly on a calculator. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we don't have these variables, because they kind of get in the way of just plugging things in. And if you think about when you're solving, the variables are kind of only there for a placeholder, knowing that this is where the x column is, this is where the y column is, and this is where the z column is. So we are going to make something called a coefficient matrix, where we just plug in the numbers that are in front of our variables. So I'm going to put 1, -6, and 4, because that's 1 for the x, -6 for the y, and 4 for the z. We'll do the same thing over here, so that'd be 1, 1, and -4. And we would do the same thing for this one, so 2, 2, and 5. Now to just keep track of what variables we have, we'll say that's like x, y, and z. And then we'll just put our answers over here, which would be -12, 12, and -15. And what we will do from here is we will solve this. Now, I first like to write it out and think what we have. Let's just call this A. Let's just call this X. Let's just call this B. Well, that would mean we have AX equals B. Now, normally, if you were to solve this, you try to get x by itself. So you divide both sides by A. And then you'd get x by itself. And that would be your answer. Now, unfortunately for matrices, they don't have division. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to undo this A by doing something called an inverse. So we're going to take the inverse of both sides. That will cancel out that A. So I'm going to have x equals A inverse B. And if we do this, we will get our answer. So we're going to just take this out and try to do this on our calculator. And you can see I've already kind of typed in what our answer should be. Now we're going to go through and plug it into our matrices. So I went quick there, but on your graphing calculator, you should notice you have this matrix button. You're going to hit second matrix, and then you're going to go over to edit, and you're going to fill in your matrix. So I have a different matrix, but we're going to fill in ours. And because you're kind of stuck in this, if you do hit clear or anything, it doesn't really do anything. You have to get out by hitting second quit. So it's right there. That's how you get out. We'll do that again in a minute. So we're going to go to our matrix. And we filled in one matrix, but we need to fill in the other one. So this is a 3 by 1 matrix is what it is. If you mess up and go, oh, 1 by 3, you can notice that, oh, it's not the right way. So I need to actually change it and make it a 3 by 1. And then we're going to plug in all that info. Second quit to get back out. And now that's what we're going to type in. We want to get A inverse B. So we're going to hit second matrix. And this time, instead of editing it, since we have it in there, we're going to enter. We're going to hit second. Whoops, not second matrix again. We need to inverse this. So you can see that little button below the matrix is the inverse button. So we'll click that. Then we'll hit second matrix again. Hit B, and we'll get our answer. Now these answers aren't very nice, which it should have. If you don't get very nice answers, and they should be very nice answers, you need to go back and see if you made a mistake, and I actually did. You can see in this part of the video, I didn't put a -15. So let's go back and fix that. And now let's try that again. So we'll hit second matrix. Then we'll inverse that one. Second matrix again. Hit B. And now we get nice answers. So you can notice that sometimes you make a mistake. But if you do, just kind of go back and try to figure out where you made that mistake. And once you have it, you should get kind of nice answers for this. So this is how you go about doing that process. You'll take this matrix. You'll get it with just the coefficients. Set it equal. Plug it all in. And this is the line that you're going to want on your calculator to get your answer. So if you get stuck with anything, let me know.